Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Suns in Phoenix. And guys, for the Suns, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Oh, and what a treat tonight. A battle royal between two powerhouses. This is the kind of marquee matchup that always seems to get the fans excited. Shaq, what are we in for tonight?
You know what, Ernie, when you're a great team, you want to establish your dominance over other great teams. This makes the matchup competitive. I want to see some elbows thrown, some flagrant fouls, some trash talking. I want to see all that,
Why don't we
Ernie?
see good, clean, competitive basketball?
No, I want to see some people get beat up tonight.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, what happens tonight will set the tone for future battles if that's going to happen.
And that about does it. We send it to Kevin Harlan.
And now introducing your Phoenix Suns. In the middle, 7 feet 1 inch, number 11, Leon Mullins. Starting at shooting guard, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 1, Devin Booker. At small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 38, Vincent Bradford. Forward position at 6 foot 9 inches, number 22, Taribo Uwawa. The other guard at 6 foot 3 inches, number 3, Brandon Knight. The head coach of your home team. Let's hear it for your Phoenix Suns!
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
Yeah, a quick two-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Well, looky here. We've got an interconference matchup. Always interesting to see how two teams match up that don't get a chance to see a whole lot of one another.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, Green in at 2-guard. He's out there with Irving, and it's Love in at the 4 spot. Now here's Booker. They get it back. Knight against Irving. They set the screen. He took good advantage of that screen.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Irving, and stolen by Booker. Knight with it. He's picked up by Irving to the wing right side. Uwawa. No good from the wing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Knight against Irving. And Love has it in the corner. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Love's got his first points of the night. The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Uwala. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I spoke with the head coach for Phoenix. He said they've really got their work cut out for them dealing with a player like Kevin Love, saying he's a 25 points per game scorer and can just dominate the glass. Defensively, you just can never leave him open. No open shots. Get a body on him the second a shot goes up. He knows it's easier said than done, but guys, that's the game plan.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Irving. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. Some solid defense from Knight.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Mullins, and it's good. On through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Clark, they've been looking at a sink offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Phoenix leading by 3. Knight passes to Bradford. Shoots from the elbow. The Cavaliers pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And in part because I just thought they came out flat in that game and could never recover. Just not their best effort.
And I thought perhaps they might get an injection of life from somebody off the bench, but that never happened either.
Here's Irving, looking for his first basket still in this one. He feeds it to Love. Green in the post. Defended by Booker. That doesn't go either for Green. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And Booker kicks to Knight. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Knight's got his third basket of the night right there.
A chance to take a look at how the Suns are doing right now early in the season. First in three-point field goal percentage. Third in points off turnovers. And they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens and creating those open looks. That's been key.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Zeller, a screen on Irving. Knight dishes to Zeller. Pulls it up. The shot misses. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Here's Green. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Morris is checked in for Phoenix. Hamilton comes in for Knight.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Hamilton against Green. 11 feet away. Green with the rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Passes it to Dort. Shoots from the baseline. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
The Suns leading. Hamilton outside. Morris a screen. Here's Sessions. Phoenix no good that time either. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The drive by Green. The stupendous finish in traffic. Green's got 10.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
From deep three-point range, can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Over to the wing. Here's Bradford. That one's off. Still out of sync.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
We've got 1:13 left here in the opening quarter. 5 to shoot. And it's Green with the jam.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure strength.
Oh, we could feel that one all the way over here.
And you could see it, that first step was so decisive, aggressive move to attack the rim.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going. For your Suns answers. Your Suns dancers, fans. One more time. Give them a hand.
Here's Hamilton. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Feeds to Sessions. Here's Bradford. The shot's good. Sessions making the play.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
The drive by Green. Hamilton with some nice D.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Smart passes to Green. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Hamilton left side. No good on the triple.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead as they end the first quarter with a massive 16-7 run. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns dancers.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Brandon Knight is out there with Booker. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Mullins in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. 4th, Kyrie Irving.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls was simply terrific. He ended up with 44 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that. Whoa! It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. it's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Green with a screen for Irving. He dishes it to Green. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Morris, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Morris has got 6.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Knight. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Love kicks to Green. It's tipped. Irving dishes to Green. The kick out to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Free throw drops for Green.
Really an extraordinary game for Green. He's got 19 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Green, the screen. Shoots from the high post. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And Love gets it to go.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
To the paint, here's Uwawa. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got his 6th assist on the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Madsen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Green with a screen on Knight. Irving passes to Green. They grab their own miss. It's deflected. Outside Knight. Booker in the corner. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Irving gets a screen from Green. Green with a screen for Irving. Jacks up a 3. And Green with the basket on the assist by Irving. 22 points for Freak.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Several teams changing it up here. Inside, Zeller, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Love. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And that one falls for Zeller. That one is no good. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Love with the screen on Sessions. Here's Smart. Pulls up from the corner. No luck.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Now here's Sessions. Defense is right there to the inside. Rebounded by Smart.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
There's the triple, and that's good. Kevin Love for 3. Love's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker. Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
Here's Madsen, covered by Hamilton. 6 on the shot clock. Smart. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Out to the right wing. Here's Doyle. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
No good. The Suns go the other way with it. There's 31 seconds left here in the second. Pick by Zeller. Bradford. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Hansen passes to Love. They set the pick. Pass to Manson. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And so we conclude the first half. Cleveland ahead, up 9. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Brandon, tell us a bit about your opinion on the team right now in general and what's important for the team to do in the second half.
I think we're doing all right. But we always want to improve. We always want to get better. And we just want to apply the principles that we applied throughout the week. So I think we did a good job, early on. Then we started to get fatigued and get a little bit tired. So I think we got to continue to play through adversity.
Sticking to your principles is usually a good thing, Brandon. Thank you so much. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
All right, men, we've done a good job in the first half of taking the momentum and being assertive with our style of play. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. There was nice rhythm to our transition game. We got some important points on the break. I think we keep the tempo brisk in the second half. And when we get back on the court, let's do everything in our power to get the ball into the post. I want us feeding it down low at every opportunity. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Green, he's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's Love in at the four-man position. A nice shot by Irving.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
There's the feed to Green. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
For Cleveland, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
One shot, gentlemen.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. There's a good screen. To the inside. Here's Bradford. From down in the low post, it goes. He has 7.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. What an asset to a team. When you've got big men who can knock down free throws, look here at the top centers and power forwards in terms of free throw percentage this season. Cavaliers making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Knight passes to Bradford. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Lopez, no luck.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
The pass to Bradford. No good with the triple.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
They get it back. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
Deflects the pass. Fast break, here come the Suns. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, 9 points in the game so far.
What a nice play. Stole it away and took it coast to coast.
Green left side. He sinks the 11-footer. Green's got 29 in the game.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Morris. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He also brought up offensive rebounding as something that should be a priority, saying, quote, "Those are the battles we can and should win." Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris. Suns trail by 14. It's Knight with the drive. Mullins. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got his 7th assist in the game. Outside, Green. Back to Irving. And another 3 for Cleveland.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Shots good by Mullins.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Green, the screen. Knight with it. 8 points for him. Morris outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Morris has got 9 points.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the orange.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Cleveland, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, the Bulls sitting in second place.
And right now for the Cavaliers, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And they're not a team that other teams look forward to facing. They're only going to get scarier the deeper into the season we get. What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Knight against Green. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
A moment here to see the numbers for Green. First in scoring, first in free throw percentage. And he pressures the ball and forces turnovers at a rate that's remarkable. How about second in the league in steals per game?
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
And the Suns making a change here. Hamilton's checked in. Madsen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smart comes in for Kyrie Irving. Here is Sessions. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Down low. That is good, and the Cavaliers lead it down to just 10 points on the bucket from Cody Zeller.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Here's the screen.
Ball.
Green kicks to Smart. Back to Green. Just 5 to shoot. There's the dish to Smart. Lopez passes to Madsen. Cleveland moving it around. The drive by Green. It's hauled in by the Suns.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Zeller, a screen on Green. It's Morris atop the key. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Cleveland leading by 10. Fires the 3. Green, no luck.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
.35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Phoenix has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Green with the block. Dishes to Smart. Back to Green. Kicks it to Smart. Soft touch off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 12. Here is Sessions. Here's Bradford. Off target. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 12. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Suns trail by 12. Booker out there with Brandon Knight. Then it's Cody Zeller, and it's Mullins in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And Booker kicks to Knight. 6 to shoot. The 17-footer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference. In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Irving dishes to Green. Count that one. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Out to the wing. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Cleveland.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Here's Booker. It's deflected. They get it back.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Irving against Knight. Shot from the wing. Suns keep it alive. That's good. Mullins got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And now, your Suns
In over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Cleveland leading by 13.
Move the ball.
Outside, Green. Pass to Irving. Back to Green. 5 to shoot. Offline with his 3.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Here's Bradford. Misses off the right iron.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Here's Green.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Right wing, shot off the screen. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Inside, Irving. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Cavaliers ball.
Six to shoot. The drive by Green, and he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got 41.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And Booker kicks to Mullins. It's stolen by Green. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Green leading the charge.
And really, once he got that steal, just really nothing the defense could do.
That's why turnovers are so costly, because in many cases, they're indefensible once possession changes hands.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
There's the pick. Knight passes to Bradford. Here's Uwala. Phoenix, no good that time either. Cleveland leading by 19 points. Green with a screen on Knight. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
The Suns making a switch here. Sessions is checked in. Here's Bradford. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Here's Irving. Green with a screen on Sessions. Irving dishes to Green. Offline with his three.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense. First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Passes it to Love. He kicks to Green. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Settle down.
43 points for Freak.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That's good from Green.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And both free throws good for Green. Suns trail by 18.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Cavaliers.
They really had it going, Clark. Their offense propelled them.
Yeah, in this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Green. He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Outside Irving. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, your defense was obviously a huge part of getting the win here. How much of an emphasis was that for you guys tonight?
Coaches always stress the defense to us.
and I never want to let either him or the rest of the team down. Our goal every night is to come out and give them trouble running their offense. I think we accomplished that tonight.
You earned every bit of this win. Congratulations. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11, and the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
What a special night.